everyone. I'm Joseph Geraputo, the founder and editorial director of Global Finance, speaking from New York. I'm joined today by Isaac Kamuta, Ecobank's Group Head, Payment Services, Cash Management, and Client Access in Lomé, Togo. Ecobank is a leading Pan-African bank with operations in 35 countries. Global Finance recently named Ecobank the best bank for payments and cash management in Africa. Isaac, welcome, and congratulations on your award. Tell us, what payment services do you offer through Africa Pay, and what are its key benefits?
Yeah, thank you for that. That question. I think it's a very good start. When we look about when we talk about payments, and especially in the region that we have, I always like to emphasize really what we mean by payments, so that we can have a common definition. Our entire mission is to help our clients. One, to get paid. We have a lot of clients here that are providing goods and services and manufacturing different sectors, and the whole ultimate objective of any company is for them to sell their services and get paid. And so in payment services, we help those clients actually to get paid using every possible method. And then we also help them not only just to get paid, but we also help them to pay. They have salaries that they need to pay, they have tax payments that they need to make, and we also facilitate that activity. So this is what we do here in the continent, just helping our clients move money around, whether they are being paid or they are paying, and leveraging technology to the to the level the best level possible in the region.
Good. Okay. In what ways do Ecobank's payables and receivables solutions enable businesses to optimize cash flow and improve their financial health?
Let me start first of all with the receivables. If you are a client and you are selling, you want to get paid as fast as possible, because by the time you actually take your product to the market, you've burnt capital, you are short on working capital, and you want your funds to come in as quickly as possible. So in the receivable side, we are helping our clients to collect as quickly as possible. That's objective number one. But not only just collecting as quickly as possible, you also want to help them to reconcile. If let's say a customer has got over 100 suppliers who are paying him, when they get paid, they want to make sure they can know who paid them, for what, when, because that's also important for the allocation of value. And then, of course, after that, you want to optimize the cash that you get. So on the receivable side, it's all about efficiency, collecting as fast as quickly as possible. Make sure that you can reconcile and as efficiently as possible. You don't have to have a whole battery of army of people doing reconciliation or getting it manual. You want to do that as efficiently as possible. And then on the payables side, you want to be able to pay promptly, on time. You don't want to attract penalties and late payments. And so that's why technology then becomes critical for our clients. So in that whole cycle of receivables and payments, you want to make sure that you can deploy technology as much as possible to make sure you give your clients efficiency, reduce their costs, and make them competitive in what is actually a very competitive environment.
Can you tell us about your Pan-African Payments Hub and how it streamlines cross-border transactions and reduces costs?
Yeah, Ecobank is present in 33 countries in the African continent. This is where we have banking licenses. What that means is we connect to the local clearing systems in those markets, helping our clients to pay domestically, but also giving them the ability to access the international markets when they want to do their cross-border payments. Then we have one international branch in Paris, and we've got rep offices in some of our key markets, including South Africa, Ethiopia, in the UAE, in China, in the UK. These are countries where we have representative offices. Now, when you have that network, which is today unparalleled, is the largest Pan-African banking network in the continent, and you're also running a common technology. What we mean by that is that in all these countries where we operate in, from the moment we started, we have one common technology infrastructure. We don't have technology in the countries, all hub together at the center. So what then that does, it gives us the ability to be able to move value across those countries using our own infrastructure, using our own payment switch, without having to go to third-party systems. And that's what we call our Pan-African Payments Gateway, that enables us to move value from one country to another. For example, if you are in a country like Kenya, you can be able to move money from Kenya into South Sudan instantly using our own network without having to go through any third-party clearing system. If you are in Zambia, which is one of the countries we have a branch, you can be able to move money from Zambia into the Democratic Republic of Congo, into Cameroon, into Equatorial Guinea, into Senegal. And all that is happening instantly within our own rails and with our own treasury teams in the background providing the FX settlement. So when we talk about a Pan-African payment gateway or Pan-African payment switch, this is what we mean. Our clients are able to enjoy the ability to be able to move value seamlessly across those continents. Now, if you look at the consumer, the consumers, the business, individuals, we have a service we call rapid transfer, and rapid transfer right on that rail. That means I can be sitting in Uganda, Kampala, and I can ask for my father in Nigeria to send me money instantly over the rapid transfer network, and that value is delivered into Kampala instantly using our own rails without having to go through anyone. So what does that mean for clients? Because it's one thing to have the network and the ability, but what does it really mean? What's the value that our clients are able to enjoy? One, speed of processing. Number two, you're able to get competitive rates because you are not going through third-party networks. And then, of course, you are talking about the convenience that we have by routing all these systems internally. And so this is a network that we have. It's something that we have built over the years. That our clients are able to enjoy, and it's a network that we continue to make available to as many users as possible.
How is your commitment to intra-African payments helping to foster trade, investment, and development across the continent?
Yeah, I think let's start first of all from the founding statement of this organization. This bank, Ecobank, was founded by businessmen who wanted a Pan-African banking organization that could help them do business in the continent. At the time when the bank was started, we had, country banks, we had global banks. We didn't have a Pan-African institution that identified with Pan-Africanism. So the bank was started with that mission of connecting trade within the continent, but we also wanted to make sure that it's delivered using global, globally acceptable or, at par, using global standards, using global technology. And that's how the bank was started. So with now the rise of the FCFTA, with African countries coming closer and closer together, the focus on trading, moving goods within the continent being a priority as part of the FCFTA, then our technology and our process then can lend itself to this, because if you are a businessman in one country and you are importing goods from another country, and we are both present in these countries, it just makes it so easy. So we see ourselves as a co-enabler of Pan-African payments and Pan-African trade, and especially when it's moving value from the countries within the continent where we are present.